Presentation of Traveling Kansas, Marquette is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from Marquette Chamber of Commerce members.
Rusty Tin Boutique and Vintage, vintage repurposed, junk shop, and women's clothing.
Rusty Bucket Liquor, wine, beer, and spirits. Art Space Gallery and Studios, contemporary art, paintings, drawings, photography, and sculptures.
City Sundries Soda Fountain and Gift Shop, ice cream, drinks, sandwiches, and the Cherry Limeade. Piper's Fine Foods, homemade sausages, fresh meat, and produce.
Washington Street Emporium, seasonal decor and gifts in an old bank building that even has its own bank robbery story. The Ranch House, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Good food, good people, good times.
Butterfly Boutique and Photography, boutique, jewelry store, and photography studio.
And these chamber members.
Join us for a visit to see places of interest and attractions right here in Kansas. This is Traveling Kansas.
I'm Becky Whitty, owner of Rusty Tin Boutique and Vintage and Rusty Bucket Liquor, and I am currently the chamber president. Come for the stores, and they should stay for the atmosphere. They will be drawn into every store. Every store owner will want to have a conversation and get to know them, know why they're here, what's going to bring them back. It's not really a town, it's more of a community with a hometown feel to it. People come for a certain store, but they come back for the atmosphere. We do in May a motorcycle rally every May. We have Vintage in the Valley, an antique junk repurposed show in June. We do a rodeo every August. And then in September, we do an Autumn in the Valley. That is a kids festival, a craft fair, kind of a town get together. Those are the four main big events we put on every year.
I'm Steve Piper, and my wife Mary and I own Piper's Fine Foods, a local grocery store. And then Mary also has the Washington Street Emporium, which is a gift store that's located in an old bank building. It's really a neat old building here in Marquette. The Motorcycle Museum is a man-made attraction here in Marquette. We decided one day we needed to have something to bring visitors to town, and we had a couple here in town who were legendary in motorcycle racing, Stan and Lavona Engdahl. And so we approached them about taking their memorabilia and his old motorcycles and remodeling a couple buildings here in Marquette and building the museum. And it took off, and we've had literally thousands of visitors every year come to the museum. And it spawned the rally that we have in May and just really brought a lot of life to Marquette. Well, during the rally, we have a lot of vendors come in, set up booths here in town, selling various goods and things. And then there's thousands of bikers come to Marquette on the third Saturday in May. They just come in to visit, eat food on the street, and take in the vendors, and especially to visit the Motorcycle Museum. And it's become a great attraction here in Marquette, and people look forward to coming every year to it. And we get a lot of repeat visitors, a lot of new people every year. It's right, you don't have to be a biker to come. I've never ridden a motorcycle in my life, and I love the thing. And just a great day.
Your words don't mean a thing. No more calling me baby, no more loving like crazy till you take it down. Take it down. Take it down to the little white church. Take it down. You can ride this gravy train anymore.
There is. We have Museum Row. We have the Kansas Motorcycle Museum. Then right across the street is the Marquette Museum, which is in a really neat old building. It's something you don't usually see in small towns. It's a big concrete block building, but it's built at the turn of the century and really neat. And then there's an old one-room schoolhouse that's been really restored in great condition. And then a railroad museum. So you can take in a lot of history right there, and just a few feet of each other, about 150 feet. You can take in 4 different museums. And so it's a great visitors attraction there. We started the free land about 12 years ago. A group of us joined together and bought 50 acres of ground on the west side of Marquette, put the utilities in, and then said, here it is folks, it's free. And we've had 30 new homes built out there, and brought other people to town who didn't necessarily build a new home, but moved to Marquette into an older home, took a rental or bought an older home. A couple businesses were started because of this, and it's really been a great thing. We still have land to give away. We're giving away land. There's a new house being built right now, and so it's been a great thing for our town, and other towns took up the idea as well, and just really brought a lot of people to Marquette. I'm really proud of that. Well, I served as mayor here in Marquette for 14 years, and that was a great 14 years I had doing that. Marquette's a great little community. If you're here in Marquette very long, you'll be acquainted with probably half the town in just a little short time. But one man who came here from Topeka for the Motorcycle Museum and kind of joined in our community, but he refers to us as the Kansas version of Mayberry, a town where everybody knows each other and we're friendly folks. We welcome visitors to come to Marquette. Our businesses downtown are put together to attract visitors and have people come in. There's a soda fountain, Becky's store here, the Rusty Pen, and other gift shops that are just all built around bringing visitors to Marquette and welcoming people here. One thing that happened here as a result of the free land was some businesses that opened here in Marquette. One was a photography studio that we're real happy with. And also we got an art gallery here in Marquette because of the free land. He heard about Marquette from that, and so he came here to check it out. And he started a hostel in the upstairs apartments of his building. And so we have rooms to rent by the night or week that people want to come visit. Well, it is like stepping back into the past, but yet it's still got a modern feel to it. But it's a town where you know, everybody says their town's friendly people and stuff, but here in Marquette, that's very true. And it's just a town that welcomes visitors, that likes to have people stop in and see us. We get a lot of motorcyclists, a lot of bicyclists, and just a lot of people in cars coming through. And I don't think very many people leave Marquette disappointed with what they found here. So it's really just a really nice little community. We're not a town like Becky says, we're a community, and we welcome people to town anytime.
Presentation of Traveling Kansas Marquette is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from Marquette Chamber of Commerce members.
Rusty Tin Boutique and Vintage, vintage repurposed, junk shop, and women's clothing.
Rusty Bucket Liquor, wine, beer, and spirits. Art Space Gallery and Studios, contemporary art, paintings, drawings, photography, and sculptures.
City Sundries Soda Fountain and Gift Shop, ice cream, drinks, sandwiches, and the Cherry Limeade. Piper's Fine Foods, homemade sausages, fresh meat, and produce.
Washington Street Emporium, seasonal decor and gifts in an old bank building that even has its own bank robbery story. The Ranch House, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Good food, good people, good times.
Butterfly Boutique and Photography, boutique, jewelry store, and photography studio.
And these chamber members.